Alright, I got this mangrove, shot him, but I did that blunder where I thought my camera was off and I was turning it on, but it was on and I was turning it off. So I got some probably pretty scenery of look downs and other stuff. I also will admit that this was not a triumphant shot or anything. I didn't even dive down. I was floating on the surface and he literally swam up to the gun and I pulled the trigger. I think I shot from the hip. So I'm not that sad to not show you guys that, but we're gonna do a cool recipe with that. I have a subscriber from Papua New Guinea, and he turned me on to a recipe called Aigir, A-G-I-R. And I think we're gonna cook this guy whole in that process. So we'll see you at the house. All right, so Aaron's in the water, still hunting. I am taking a break. I got that one mangrove, and real quick, mangrove's got to be 10 inches, in some waters 12 inches. The mangrove that I shot is 15, so we are good to go on regulations. And I'm only going to take the one because, in all honesty, I only need the one. But shout out to my subscriber from Papua New Guinea. I'm really excited to try out this recipe. You guys are gonna dig it, and I'm not so upset about that shot because the recipe is really cool, so I want to focus more on that. But yeah, let's get to cooking. All right, so I already messed up and misspelled the name of this recipe, which is Aigir, A-I-G-I-R. And it's like I said, a really interesting recipe. So what it is you heat up rocks on a fire, and then you put the rocks into a pan, you put greens, a couple of vegetables, and it's normally done with chicken. We're gonna do it with that whole mangrove. And then you pour in coconut milk. And the coconut milk immediately boils once it hits those hot rocks and steams everything. So I've solicited the help from Key West Waterman.
This thing's kind of dull.
the coconut or the machete's dull?
Both.
But we're gonna we went driving around the neighborhood to find some coconuts, and we're gonna make coconut milk, fresh coconut milk from fresh coconuts. But he actually just did a Fijian recipe where you had to have coconut milk and open up a couple of coconuts, so I'm putting them to work.
So it's easiest with, well, if you have the right tools, it's easiest. These are not the right tools. Normally everywhere I've been, they have a big spike in the ground, and then they have a shaver. I don't even know what it's called that you sit on, but we don't do this enough. Let's see if I can get into this thing. Take a hammer and you kind of take like slices out of it. This guy's still a little green. Whew. A lot of green. May have to check back in with you.
I think they were a little too fresh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
Get out this saw, just cut it in half.
Seriously.
So if this video cuts to me opening up a can of coconut milk, you're gonna know why.
Yeah,
but
they're normally not this difficult when they're
so
out.
like I said, we're at the mercy of driving around trying to find them, and obviously the ones we got are still a little bit green, so normally they're dried out and they peel right off, but there we go.
Should just get tipsy out here. Yeah, these aren't coming like they normally do. You get in there, it's just going to be twice the work. You taste the pain. I've never had this one. I've never had one this bad. Even the green ones peel off easier than that. Like a super coconut. Dude.
It's not happening, is
Whoever grew these coconuts did a great job. These are very durable coconuts. You grab a different coconut. That one's broken.
All right. We're going to check back in a second. Hopefully we get this thing moving. Like I said, if it cuts to me opening a can, you know what happened.
Dude.
Defeated by a coconut.
I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Even, I mean, you can see it's still definitely a little bit green, but I normally couldn't even peel the green ones. Something's going on here.
We're not getting defeated by a coconut. We're gonna keep working here. All right, so as to not be defeated by a coconut, we figured out a solution, and let me just say, I apologize to anyone from Papua New Guinea that's having to watch this as we just butcher this recipe, but we found a solution.
Power tools. Thing's even giving the saw a run for his money.
All right. Oh, that's perfect.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that was way too wet.
Not ripe enough yet. Well, for as far as peeling goes.
But this is perfect.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Give it a little rinse and pop her out, and she's ready to roll.
All right, needless to say, don't do that at home. Just buy the coconut milk. Yeah. You know, we're taking a chance here. Anyway, on to step 2. I'll see you in the house in a second. So that was actually a pretty cool process. I've never made my own coconut milk before, but that is a good amount of coconut milk. Yeah, that's amazing. For the 3 coconuts that we found on the street, that's pretty good. All right, so we have the coconut milk done. Now the next thing is, built the fire, and I'm gonna put these stones on. They're river rocks. Hopefully none of them explode, but I'm gonna put these dead center in the fire, and then we're gonna wait probably about 20-30 minutes until these are ripping hot, and these are going to be our cooking element. So as those stones are getting nice and hot, I have here collard greens. I am just gonna take the spines out of those and cut them down. But these are gonna go into our coconut milk. This one's small, we could leave the spine. But now these collard greens, after they soak in the coconut milk, are going to be the first thing down on our stones when they go into the pot. So to protect them from burning, that's why I'm going to soak them first. And then I just have sweet potatoes. We're going to cut those skin on. I washed them real well. We're going to cut those into medallions about 1/4 inch thick so that they steam quickly with the fish. And then I have a red chili. We'll cut that up. Kind of big pieces. I just want it to kind of add a little heat to the whole thing. And then I have 4 garlic cloves, and these I'm going to completely grate up so that they're almost like a paste. Put that aside. And now for my mangrove, to make sure that it steams evenly and quickly, we're going to put a couple of slices in them. I also scaled them in the water on the Guinea. And now as far as spices, I just have garlic salt and a little bit of ginger powder. So we'll open that guy up. All right, let's check on our stones. Over to my right here, this bucket of water is exactly that, just a bucket of water, because we're gonna take the stones, take them out, dip them in the water to wash the ash off, and then we're gonna throw them into this pot here. And then that will be filled with our greens, sweet potatoes, fish, throw the lid on, and then come back here in about 30 minutes. We got 2 more we're waiting on there. We're gonna start throwing in the greens while we're waiting for those other rocks to heat up. You can hear how hot those stones are. That is cool. Now, I'm gonna go in with my garlic and my sweet potatoes. We're gonna throw the lid on that just for a little bit here. Now, my last 2 rocks, we'll put those 2 on top. And on top of that, I'm going to place my fish. Alright, the tail's going to stick out a little bit, but now add our coconut milk. Get my lid right back on there. All right, we'll be back here in about 30 minutes. So this is one of my favorite things about cooking, is that it brings cultures together. You learn new things. You know, just having that subscriber, he was like, hey, check out this recipe. I had never heard of this before, and it is such a cool cooking process. It's amazing. Looked up a couple of videos. Again, you know, give me a little bit of space on this one. It's brand new. I've never done it before. Obviously, we can't get the same ingredients that you can get in Papua New Guinea, but you know, I worked with what I had, and that is amazing. That is very, very warm. Now, I am keeping it next to the fire just so that it doesn't lose any of its residual heat, but almost lost it. But that is nice and warm. That was close. That would have been bad. Now, truth be told, hang on. Truth be told, some of those rocks, if if you decide to try this out, definitely use river stones, like actual real river stones, but be forewarned. When you put them in the fire, if there's any air or moisture in those stones, they will explode. I had 2 of those small rocks explode. Luckily didn't take any shrapnel to the face, but let's give this a check. That is a beautiful thing. Hang on, let me move this over and I'll grab the camera and show you. And then we're gonna bring this inside and plate it up. That looks fantastic. All right, let's bring this inside. It looks amazing. Let's see if I can get the fish out without it falling apart here. There we go. Oh my gosh, that is pretty. All right, I am going to pull our river rocks out of here. So that's one of the ones that exploded. So as you see, I got half a rock there. That was a little scary. That's the other half. Pull that pepper out. Action. All right, so we just went through how to get this out of there into bowls. I don't even know why we're trying. We're all gonna eat out of this bowl.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah,
It's all
that's
good.
why. So this is from a subscriber named Nigel from Papua New Guinea. Asked me if I could do Aigir. And it's a really gentle way of cooking. It's normally for like a celebration.
The sauce is spectacular.
Super juicy.
Yeah, the fish, it's a really,
Oh my god.
I mean, that fish,
That's a
I don't
most
know if
moist
you can
fish
really
ever.
see that, but
wow.
holy cow.
And the sauce is so it's like light and it's not overpowering at all.
Are the
But
sweet
it's such a
potatoes,
good flavor.
are the sweet potatoes
Wow.
cooked?
Oh yeah. I had one earlier.
Oh man.
Pretty sure I ate the entire rib cage, but the flavor.
The collard greens, I
Oh,
didn't cut
What
them
is
down.
the sauce? I mean, there's coconut milk in there. It tastes. I don't know what you put in there. It tastes
Tastes
like
like
coconut milk and butter.
Butter, yes.
You have a bone stuck to your mustache.
Yeah, this
Still in there?
sauce
Nope,
is
you're
where
good.
it's at.
Dude,
So it's just,
it tastes so buttery and just like.
that's from the sweet potato and
Creamy.
the fish.
I'm making
It's
a huge mess.
it's like super earthy too. It
Ooh, and that
has-
one pepper gave it,
nice little
I just
kick.
got a hint of heat there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nigel, thank you.
Holy moly.
I never would have thought of this before. So every
Hmm.
recipe that I looked up, every YouTube, everyone did it a little bit different. So if anyone from Papua New Guinea can kind of fill me in on that. But yeah, it was all very subtle. Nigel just said green sweet potatoes. I asked him if I could do fish. He said, go for it, you'll be good. So I went for it, and man,
That flavor,
the flavor is good.
I could
Yeah.
just drink the bowl.
Yeah.
of
It's,
broth.
I grated the garlic and put garlic in there, a little bit of garlic salt, and a little bit of ginger powder.
Wow.
It's so good.
You sure you want any more?
There's a whole nother side.
Oh, hold on.
Wow.
Whoa.
Holy
Yeah, you gotta
cow.
flip the fish. Like, not exaggerating, that flavor's unbelievable.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, got a spice there. Wow.
Well, thanks, guys. Once again, sorry I didn't get footage of shooting the fish, but here's the fish. This is what matters.
the important part.
Yeah, this is the important part. Huge thank you to Nigel for turning me on to this. If anyone out there has some kind of recipe that is to your heritage or whatever, turn me on to it, because this is what cooking is about. It is just amazing. Now, having made this myself, I would love to eat it when it's cooked by someone from like an actual authentic dish, because I don't know how close I got it.
I think you nailed it pretty well.
Well, no, this tastes good, but I don't know.
Is it how it would taste?
Oh, like the authentic way of doing it.
Yeah.
I got you.
But I guess we just got to go to Papua New Guinea.
No.
Perfect.
We'll see you there,
Sign me
Nigel.
up.
All right, guys, if you like this episode, hit like, hit subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
I just got a little bit
Whoa.
of little heat in that one. I started watering, but it's like a good heat.
It was only one
I'm
pepper.
just trying to think what else when the fish runs out. I'm thinking what else I have in the fridge that I can just stick in the sauce.